Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephen Strahl, and I'm the co-director of the New York City Department of Education Yoga and Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program, along with my colleague Beverly Logan, and on behalf of Executive Superintendents Karen Watts and Barbara Freeman, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Wednesday practice. The pilot cohort of the NYC DOE Yoga and Mindfulness Teacher Preparation Program, funded by a generous grant from Brooklyn Borough President Eric L. Adams, graduated from our certification program this past January. As we consider our contribution in this remote environment, we believe teaching live in both our regular work streams and these twice-weekly public practices will help us realize our vision of a certified NYC DOE yoga and mindfulness teacher in every school by 2030. When last we left our friends in the forest, they were stuck up a tree. But then Pooh and Piglet came along, and of course Pooh realized right away just what had happened. Well, not right away. "It's Jagular," he said. "What do Jagulars do?" asked Piglet, hoping that they wouldn't. "Well, they hide in branches of trees, and they drop on you as you go underneath," said Pooh. "Christopher Robinson told me." "Perhaps we better go underneath, Pooh, in case he dropped and hurt himself." "They don't hurt themselves," said Pooh. "They're such very good droppers." Piglet still felt that to be underneath a very good dropper would be a mistake, and he was just going to hurry back for something when he had forgotten when the Jagular called out to them. "Help, help," it called. "That's what Jaguars do," said Pooh. Much interested, they call help, help, and then when you look up, they drop on you. But eventually Christopher Robin and Eeyore came along, and a rescue net was formed. Then Roo jumped and was saved, and Tigger jumped, well, sort of, and was saved. Well, sort of. There was a crash and a tearing noise and confused heap of everybody on the ground. Christopher Robinson and Pooh and Piglet picked themselves up at first, and then they picked up Tigger, and then underneath everyone, well, there was Eeyore. And they realized at that moment that they probably shouldn't have been up that tree. And now I'm pleased to introduce our certified YMTP² yoga and mindfulness teacher, Lauren Levine. Live from Long Island, New York, Lauren Levine.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Stephen. So we're going to start our practice today with a little breathing. We are going to use the ocean sounding breath. Then we're going to go into some warm-ups, and then we'll start our flow. And then we will end with a nice relaxation. So to get started, I want you to find a comfortable seat by sitting on your sit bones. Your back should be long, your spine elongated, not rigid, and your abdomen relaxed. Take a minute. Find your natural breath as you breathe in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, you can close your eyes or you can gently gaze down as you begin to relax the muscles of your face, your jaw, and your shoulders, and you begin to settle down. The ocean sounding breath is a whisper of the sound in the back of your throat on the exhale. So let's get back to our natural breath, breathing in and out, in and out. We're going to start with the complete breath, taking a big inhale, feeling the air move in through our nose, all the way down to our belly. And as we exhale, the air releases all the way from our belly up through our nose. Just want you to take a moment, breathing deeply in and out, feeling the air move in through the nose, the chest, the ribs, the abdomen, and out from the abdomen to the ribs, to the chest. Do that a few more times at your own pace, and notice as your body starts to relax. When you're ready, you're going to bring your focus to your inhale and making that ha whispering sound at the back of your throat as you exhale. It will sound like the ocean in your head on your exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. In and out. This ocean sounding breath helps us to focus on our breath when things are challenging or overwhelming. You can use this ocean sounding breath during your practice or any other time. Go back to focusing on that breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to release the focus on the breath. Allow your body to return to its natural breath. On your next inhale, you can slowly open your eyes. Take a moment, notice how you feel before we start our warm-up. We're going to begin with our neck roll. We're going to lean our head to the right, down, to the left, and back. We're going to go in this rotation a few times, as quickly or as slowly that feels good for you. Let's do that 2 more times. And when you return to center, just take a moment before we go to the other side. We're going to go left, front, right, and back. And again, continuing that rotation as slowly or as quickly, whatever your body feels that it needs at this time. When you complete your next rotation, once again, come back to center, allow your body to settle before we move onto our shoulders. When we're sitting down, it's usually easier to keep your arms bended. I like to keep my hands on my knees. We're going to bring our shoulders up, back, down, and around. Again, a little bit quicker if you need, or a little bit slower. Whatever works for you and your body in this yoga practice tonight. The next time we come back down, just take a breath, and we're going to go the opposite way. So we're going to go back, up to our ears, forward and down. Back, up, forward and down. Releasing the tension in our shoulders. One more time. Take a moment. Next, we're going to move on to the 6 movements of the spine. We're going to inhale our arms up, clasp our hands, round forward so we make a C curve with our back. Just take a breath here. On our inhale, come up. Exhale, our arms behind us, clasping our hands and opening up our chest. Breath here. And let it go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, round forward. Stay for a breath or 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, release behind you. Open up your chest as you breathe in and out. For a few breaths. On your next exhale, release. Let's do that again. At your own pace. On your exhale, release, arms back in front of you. We're going to start by by leaning to the right. I'm going to inhale my arms up. You could either clasp, or if we're seated, I like to put my arm on the floor. And as I bend to the right and feel the stretch, I want to make sure that my sits bones are both remaining on the floor so that I get a nice stretch from the tip of my left fingers down to my hip. One more breath here. Inhale back up. I'll do the same on the other side. You can bend as much or as little as you need, whatever stretch feels good for you. Inhale to center, exhale back down. 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale, lean to the right, making sure that that left sit bone is still on the side. If it comes up, just bring up your stretch a little bit so it returns to the ground. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Inhale back up, center, exhale, arms down. One more, at your own pace. You may want to go a little quicker or stay a little longer in the stretch. Inhale, up to center, exhale, back down. Inhale, arms up, exhale, release. Next, we're going to twist. We're going to turn to the right first. We're going to inhale our arms up, exhale, twist from our sides, our left arm in front, right arm behind, and your chin is going to remain over your right shoulder as you twist. You inhale and you want to twist a little bit more. As you breathe in and out, continue to twist. We'll find that spot that feels good. On the next inhale, my arms are going to come up, and I'm going to exhale to the other side. Again, my right arm on my left knee to help me twist, my shoulder over my chin over my shoulder. And my arms up, exhale them back down. 2 more times on each side. You can go at your own pace. Up and twist. Inhale, back up, twist to the other side. Inhale, back up, exhale down. One more. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Inhale, I'm going to come back to center, and exhale, my arms down. Now we're going to come to a tabletop so we can do some cat-cows. So my knees are under my hips, my hands are under my shoulders. For cat, I'm going to inhale and raise my back, lower my head like a scared cat. Take a breath here, and the stretch of my arms and my back. I exhale, I'm going to lower my belly, open up my chest, lift my head and chin up for a breath. Seeing the arch in my back. Again, inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. You might want to play and switch the order of the inhale and the exhale. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Then when to exhale on count. Inhale on count. Let's do this 3 more times at your own pace. Just continuing to stretch out our back and our spine as we spend most of our day hunched over our computers and at a chair. On the next inhale, and return to center, to your neutral spine. And we're just going to start to lean back into the side and rotate and make circles with our hip in the tabletop position. So we're coming all the way forward, our shoulders are over our wrists, and we move back, all the way back over our heels and around a few times, as quickly or as slowly as you like. The next time that we complete a circle, we'll come back to neutral just for a moment, and then we will reverse our rotation. Make sure that when we do something one way, we always want to do it the opposite. Just like when we do a flow with one leg, we will always do it on the other side. 2 more times. And then stretch, let's come back to a neutral spine. We're going to do a wide leg child's pose. Open up your knees to the edge of your mat, feet together. Just lean back and stretch. Your head can come down to the floor, or you can remain up, stretching your arms out in front of you and your back over your heels. Take a moment of deep breaths here. Come up, knees back together, and we're going to get ready for some sun salutations. So, we're going to do full sun salutations. I will lead you through it. We're going to inhale our arms up, exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, come up to a flat back or pike. Exhale, release. We're going to walk our hands to plank, making sure our shoulders are over our wrists. We are on our toes. We can either come down through chaturanga, or we can do knees, chest, chin to up dog. Down, come through. Up for up dog. My thighs are off the floor. My weight is in my arms and my heels. My chest is open. Back to down dog for a moment. Stretching my body once again. Walking my feet forward to forward fold. Inhaling my arms up. Exhale, back down. Let's do that 2 more times. You can go quicker or slower, or if you just want to stay in child's pose, whatever works for you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release. Walk out to plank. Forward down and through to up dog. Back to down dog. We're going to walk our hands back this time to forward fold. Inhale, our arms up. Exhale, release. 1 more. Inhale, our arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release. Walk out to plank. Lower down chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Up dog. Back to down dog. Walk our hands back to forward fold. Inhale our arms up and exhale back down to mountain. Great, let's get ready for our flow. So we're going to start in mountain. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. I'm going to step back into a lunge. My right knee is bent over my ankle. I'm going to lower my left knee. If I need more cushion for my knee, I'm just going to roll over my mat, hands on my knee, and I'm just going to move back, forward, and back to stretch out my legs. Forward, back. My toes can be up or flush on the floor. I can go as far back and lean forward if I like, or up, whatever feels good for you in your yoga practice today. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Forward, back, forward, back. 1 more. Forward, back. Then I'm simply just going to switch my legs. Hands on my knee. Forward. Stretching out my right hip. Back. Stretching my left leg. Forward. Just keep moving. And don't forget to breathe. Forward. Come back to tabletop. Go back to jump. Head down. Your knees could be together and your toes together. Your knees could be wide apart and your toes together. Whichever child's pose feels good for you. Take 3 breaths here. You might want to try the ocean sounding breath or any other breathing techniques that work for you. And then we're going to come back to mountain. And we're going to start our flow again. We're going to add on each time. So we're going to inhale up. I'm going to step back to lunge. I'm going to bring my arms either to my hips or keep them up. And then we're going to twist. So I'm going to turn to my right. I can keep my hands on my hips and turn. I can keep my hands in front of my chest together and twist. Or I can put one arm down and one arm up, whichever feels comfortable for you. Take a breath here. Come back to our lunge. And step back to mountain. Just going to move to the other side. You can stay in your space. Hands in mountain. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. I'm going to take an ocean sounding breath. I'm going to step back. Oops. Bring my arms up. Twist. I'm going to twist with my arm on the floor. My left arm up. And my back as if it's against a wall. Flat. Shoulder over shoulder. And back to my high lunge. And step back to mountain. Great, now we're going to add on warrior 1. Mountain, step back, arms up to lunge. 1 twist, You can look up or look down. Come back up to a lunge. I'm going to turn my back ankle to the floor for warrior one. Arms are still up. Knee is still over my heel as I take a breath here. And open up, twist my hips to the middle for warrior two. Let me swing my arm down and back up for warrior one and step back to mountain. Let's keep going. I'll keep moving so you can see me do the moves. You can stay on the same side. Mountain. Take those 3 ocean sounding breaths or another breathing strategy that helps you focus. Step back for a lunge. Twist or twisted lunge. Your hands are up. Your shoulders are aligned as if you're against a wall. Come back to a lunge. Twist your heel down for warrior one. And open up to warrior two. Try that breath again, whichever breathing technique works for you. Back to warrior one and back to mountain. Continue to use that breathing technique for a couple of breaths, and we will add on. Step back to a high lunge, twist, or twisted lunge. Back to high lunge. Ankle down for warrior one. Open up to warrior two. This time we're going to bring our elbow to our thigh and reach forward for side angle. Let's take some of those breaths here. Come back to warrior two, back to warrior one, back to mountain for 3 ocean sounding breaths. You got it. Next side, back for high lunge. Twist. Somehow I'm on the wrong leg, so continue doing it the way you are. Switch. Come back to high lunge. Stay for warrior one. You want to bend that front knee a little bit deeper. Feel free. Open up, warrior two. Put your arm on your thigh. Bring your right arm overhead for side angle. Back to warrior two. Back to warrior one. And back to mountain. Again, let's try this time 4 ocean sounding breaths. We're going to step back to a high lunge. Don't forget to breathe in and out. Sometimes we get so focused we forget to breathe. Breathing is important as we go into our twisted lunge. On the next inhale, come back to high lunge. And into a warrior one. Again, if you want to bend a little bit deeper into the pose, great. If not, stay where you're comfortable. On the next inhale, open up to warrior two. Come down into side angle. Come back to warrior two. We're going to straighten our front leg for triangle. Lean forward and then down. Your hand can be inside, on the floor, on your ankle, on your shin. Keep your shoulders aligned as if you're leaning against a wall.
Thank you, Lauren, for sharing that wonderful practice with us today. I hope you enjoyed your afternoon stretch, is what I would call it, so that you can get to the end of your day. I will hope that you will continue to visit our website at www.ymtpp.org in order to get more mindfulness and yoga at any time of the day. More importantly, I want to hope to see you this Friday morning for our Access Yoga to continue to take care of our bodies and our minds and our spirits. As always, have a wonderful Wednesday and don't let anybody steal your joy. Have a good afternoon.